Like, take 57. Happy holidays! Now, as you can see, we are on our winter break at the minute, which unfortunately means I don't have access to a dance studio, so I couldn't record any of my dance clips for this section. However, I have been focusing on individual strength and conditioning, flexibility, and some tricks that I can do full out in the spaces like my kitchen or my bedroom. In other news, I've refined my showreel plan as I thought it was best to include longer clips of specific material rather than loads of tiny little clips of all of my repertoire. I've now decided overall to use 6 sections in my showreel: 2 dance, 2 acting, 1 singing, and 1 specialty or tricks. This will really showcase my best attributes and how I'm a unique performer. On that note, let's have a look at where my material is now as opposed to a few weeks ago. I too much wonder how one man, seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behaviours to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. He was wont to speak plain and to the purpose, like an honest man and a soldier. And now he has turned orthography. His words are a very fantastical banquet, just so many strange dishes. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another is wise, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. But till all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Yesterday, as I was coming back from Keighley through the wood, I was looking at the trees, at the autumn light, and trying to describe it, for it is autumn in my story. I thought I would give anything to be one of them, to be part of that great thrum of life and activity, to see the fruits of your labour at the end of each day, to know that it would be of use to others. They stopped when they saw me watching, took off their hats and nodded, and I knew they wanted me gone. It was not a performance. The singing was not for me or for anyone else, it was for its own sake. Like breathing, they did it without knowing. Dancing in the backyard, Kool-Aid mustache and butterfly wings, hearing Andrea McCardle sing from the hi-fi in the den. I've been waiting my whole life to find a way back to then. But the mundane sets in. We play by the rules and plow through the days. The years take us miles away from the time we wondered when we'd find a way back to then. The thing that you forgot that you've been looking for, and there you are, right in the middle of what you love, with the craziest of company. You're having a kick-ass time and being who you wanted to be in this world. Back in the backyard, dancing, I found my way back to then. So as I mentioned, unfortunately I haven't been able to record any of my dance clips, so that means I haven't been able to work on full out stuff like my tricks and the timing of them. However, I have been going over dances mentally, working out kinks in the choreography, and maintaining my strength and flexibility over the holiday period. For my Shakespeare monologue, I've chosen Benedict's monologue from Much Ado About Nothing. This monologue is originally delivered to the audience, that's why I chose to look at the camera and break the fourth wall. However, I don't know if I like this choice, so it may not be sticking around. It's a good tonal shift from my other monologue, looking more into comedy and nonchalant roles. However, I would like my dynamics to fluctuate more intensely and really see those highs and lows of the monologue. After a few weeks, I really like the improvement that I've seen on the focus in my Bronte monologue. However, I would like it to be a bit more intense, and that's something I feel as though I struggle with, since dynamics were a point for my Much Ado About Nothing monologue as well. For my singing section, I have decided to stick with The Way Back to Then. However, I feel as though my confidence has shifted and wavered, having to do the song so many times over. This means that although I have seen some improvement in hitting the high notes and the belts of the song, it did take quite a while to get there, and my voice doesn't feel as sustained as it should be. Although this is the case, I do know I can get it looking brilliant for my actual show reel, as I do love the ending, and I feel like that's gotten so much better than it was, which just shows to me that There are some parts of the song that have improved, even if others have suffered a bit. I want to keep compiling footage and keep working on everything so that I'm not stuck in not being able to film like I am with dance right now. I'm really proud of my progress so far, and I hope that we can get it even better before I commit to my actual show role. Bye bye.